Hello everyone, Jai Vitala, Hare Krishna, how are you all? Today we are going to continue Vitala Pandurangan, episode 21, Sant Gnanadev part 7. As mentioned in the previous episode, we should fully know about Gnanadeva's Jiva Samadhi and Varkari Yatra. Gnanadev decided to take Jiva Samadhi. At that time, he was 21 years old. But by the age of 21, he had achieved great things. The most important of his achievements was embracing everyone without discrimination. Is man superior by birth or better by the karmas done? What is karma? Karma refers to our actions. We always have this question in front of us. Is man a high caste by birth or is caste determined by his karma? No matter how wrong they were, the people born in high clan thought that they were superior because of their birth. To say it was not so, Gnanadev incarnated as an aspect of Vitala. Today it may not be a big deal. Most people probably come out of that kind of thinking. But in Gnanadeva's time, this reform was a necessary one. Namadeva appeared to spread prema bhakti to everyone. His message to everyone was, you are all very superior, even if you are unable to do yagam, japam, dapam. Nama japam and good devotion will make anyone attain salvation. He lived for 80 years to spread this bhakti. But Gnanadev incarnated to give faith to those simple people and show virtue that they were also superior. I am going to tell you a small story now. Once upon a time, a warrior, that is an athlete, and a wise man had a wrestling match. The competition was a week away. There was no doubt that the athlete would win the match. On the first day, when the athlete was walking, someone asked, "What? Your face is so tired?" Athlete thought that he did not have adequate sleep. The next day, someone else asked, "Why are you so weak?" The third day, another one asked, "Where's your fitness? You are not as usual." What would happen now? The athlete's self-confidence and strength would leave him. He would start thinking, am I looking really that weak? Is my body look that bad? Negative thoughts enter his mind. That's how the so-called upper class people push the people below their level to think negatively. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. You're fit for nothing. All these negative statements were told by an ignorant and arrogant person. The poor innocent soul will always get inferiority complex only. Not only that, even the behavior pattern between rich and poor from the same community or a courageous and a coward and so on would be the same. Nothing corrupts and destroys a man like pride. We know through the life stories of such people, whichever sect they belong to, how God tested and guided them to the correct path. If such an innocent people lose their self-esteem, how will they do puja or bhajan? They'll be always with a constant fear. Gnanadev gave them confidence. You are superior and innocent people. You are God's children. No one can insult or degrade you. You are also can live a decent, pious life. That was the important work of Gnanadev. How did he do that? He gave them Jnaneshwari in their mother tongue in a very simple way to make them understand the depth of Bhagavad Gita. He taught them to lead a respectful and good life. He embraced them like a mother. The arrogant people also understood their mistakes and changed their life to accept and embrace these people. To continue this tradition and lifestyle, Gnanadev started this Varkari Yatra. No history of Gnanadev is complete without knowing about Varkari Yatra. Soon we will know. There's a collection of 28 Abhangas known as Haripath. It is recited by Varkaris each day. Haripath basically tells you to realize yourself and keep on chanting God's name. If we now look at his birth, the children were born to a learned scholar and a pious woman, but knowingly or unknowingly, how much a single word spoken to Guru Gnanadev, Ramananda, by an impulse, without truth or falsehood, affected him as well as his wife and children. Also, a group of learned men who refused to think out of box, instead of getting modesty through education, getting arrogance, even though some realized the truth, dare not challenge the head of the Brahmin council due to cowardliness. His history tells many such problems. The reason for all this is the same question of birth or karma. Over and above all these, he explained that it was the karma that make a person superior. He lived up to what he said. He embraced everyone and guided them. He also showed Namadeva the path to follow. He was 21 years old when he completed all this. His mission was completed. Now he wanted to take Jiva Samadhi. Vitalan too agreed, but he suggested to take in Alakapuri Kshetram, that is Alandi, in Siddheshwar temple. All devotees assembled in Pandharpur to celebrate Kartikeya Ekadasi. Bhakti flew with the dance, songs and bhajans. Then the devotees of Pandharpur also joined the journey to Alandi. Vitalan and Rukmai also walked with them. Why? Why should God alone also walk? That too with Rukmai? Just to show Vitalan would do anything for his devotees. The devotees who witnessed this registered through mind-melting abhangas what they had seen and what was their emotions. There was a pious child who was even more conflicted. Who else? Only Namadeva. He could not accept Gyanadev's decision. They were traveling together to many parts of the country. Now he could not even think of parting with Gnanadev. He was requesting Vitalan not to accept this. Then he begged Gyanadeva not to do this. He was crying and moaning to Nivriti, Shobhan, Mukta. All these are all available in Abhangas. They are all like gems. Many Mahatma has explained these Abhangs and narrated in such a way even listeners like us will melt. By God's grace, I am experiencing an iceberg and giving you all. Those who want to know more about this, please check in YouTube. You get all diamonds and rare gems there. No one could do anything with Gnanadeva and Vitalan's decision. Even though everyone was immersed in the sea of sorrow, they somehow bravely accepted this. All reached Alandi. Alandi was the birthplace of Gnanadev and very auspicious place because of Siddheshwar temple. Exactly opposite to Lord Shiva statue, a Nandi is there. Beside Nandi, there is a cave. Vitalan chose that cave. All the children of Namadev, that is 4 sons, and other devotees cleaned the cave and spread with darpa. Darpa is a kind of grass. At noon, Gyanadeva took bath in Indrayani river. Vitalan held his one hand and his guru and brother Nivritti held his other hand, took him inside the cave, seated him and came outside. Gyanadeva sat in a Padmasana position and took his samadhi. After this event, till today, devotees believe that Mauli, mother, listens to their prayers from the Jiva Samadhi and is supportive and warm to them. This is not new to us. We know Sri Raghavendra Swami informed his devotees that he would be in the Samadhi for 700 years to bless and guide them. There are a lot of Siddhas Jiva Samadhi in Tamil Nadu. Whenever man goes astray, whenever the common people are humiliated and lonely, there always appears a sage to comfort them and correct the wrongdoers. As I have already said, these events are historical evidences through Abhangas and available till date. The Varkari Yatra starts from this Jiva Samadhi. We shall learn that next week. Until then, Hare Vitala, Jai Vitala, Namaste.